A few people, right? So, very good afternoon to everyone. And let's start off the second art bites. It's such a pity that it's been a long time. We were planning to do this, everybody was ready, but unfortunately, there were some COVID instances within the group also, and people were not up to it, so we had to postpone this. I'm glad that we're able to restart now, and thank you everybody for your patience. I know it's been a difficult few months. The last few months have been terrible for some of us. A lot of healing, a lot of art, a lot of healing coming everybody's way, hopefully. So I'm going to just hand it over to Jyoti Gupta,
Hi, everybody. Yeah, thank you, Lal.
and we'll let her just introduce the guests and we will start off the presentations. Thank you. Over to you, Jyoti.
Nalini. Hi, everybody. So we have Jyoti. Will you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. This
Yeah.
is Jyoti C. Singhdev, and I'm a self-taught artist, but life has been a teacher. So, like for all of us, and I've kind of picked up art from whomsoever I could do it, and I've been painting since ever since I was a child. So I cannot pinpoint to a place where I started, so it didn't stop anywhere. Thankfully, marriage didn't stop it. Usually in India, it happens that, when a girl is married, she stops everything. So thankfully for me, it didn't happen. And I traveled a lot because I was married to an army officer. So that, I was traveling across the country. That added to my experiences. And later on, I did my journalism, and I was a journalist. I worked for Deccan Chronicle for a while. I used to do a lot of freelancing for Times of India, for Tribune, and Femina, and other publications. So, and I've luckily been a part of various exhibitions, a couple of solo exhibitions as well. One was in Bangalore, and the other was in Bhubaneswar Lalit Kala Academy. So these two, and should I continue or should we wait for
Yes, yes.
Bhavani? Yeah. Okay.
We'll take in
So,
Bhavani after this.
yeah, as for medium, uh, like when I start,
Just 1 second, may I interrupt? Jyoti Gupta, we cannot hear you. I think you have an internet issue.
Oh,
Do you want Jyoti to continue and do her presentation, or I think you want Bhavani to introduce herself and then,
okay. I think Bhavani can introduce herself, and then we can continue with Jyoti's
present.
intro chat.
okay. Bhavani, do you want to
Bhavani is
just,
there?
yeah. Bhavani, you are on mute.
Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yes. Good evening, everybody. And it's so nice to see everybody. It's like we're all kind of lost in our own houses and inside our own studios. So I'm really glad to see you all. And I actually finished my graduation in Chitrakala Parishad in painting. But I was also very interested in moving images and site-specific work, mostly environmental. And I'm born and brought up in Coorg. So I have this too much connection with nature because most of the time, especially Saturdays and Sundays, used to be in outdoors. So I'm very used to being in nature and I'm very comfortable. And somehow after my master's in painting, the painting also was more about nostalgic and my experiences as a childhood and things like that. And very slowly I started connecting back to my native place because now I live in Bangalore. I started reconnecting, and initially my works were like, was about my childhood and past, and I was trying to find my own language. Later on, I started making site-specific installation that was with found materials in forest. and I started documenting, and I started making very short art videos, which was very fascinating for me. And I enjoy blending my, the concept into painting and sometimes site-specific work both together on video and painting. Um, and now I am into painting, and it's more like a multimedia works. My works are more multimedia now, and I started. Shall I continue, and or do you want me to stop?
Yeah, let's have
Okay.
Jyoti.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
reason I asked for
That was
introductions
nice.
Let's have
first
Jyoti 10 minutes
because,
in it.
okay.
And
So, Jyoti, you want to then continue? That way we can have more people
Yeah.
joining in as well.
yeah, true.
So, like I said, later on, and I'll come to the times that we are living in, that is COVID. But that was, I think, the best opportunity for all artists, to go inwards and start working. Like healers were healing and artists were like busy working on themselves. So that was a very good experimental time for me. So I tried a lot of nature since I'm a nature lover. So I did try out a lot of nature, and gradually, like this year, and I also did a lot of face painting. Painted my face as well to come up with a lot of work. But of late, since I'm from a coal belt, from Jharkhand, there's a coal belt. So of late, I started working on blacks, a lot of blacks. So I'll come to the pictures. I'll share my images there. And so as to tell you all, should I start sharing the album? I think I'll do that. This is the works that I was doing last year. So these are mostly on sunset. This is a very dull sort of a work. This is an abstract work that I did. Again, it was based on sunset. So that was a theme on sunset. This is a watercolor thing that I tried.
Jyoti, we cannot see you the work.
See the
You have to
presentation.
present it. Go for present. ठीक है.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. So this was a theme called evening. So any thing nature and connected to evening, I try to capture that. So this is again another nature painting. This one as well. These were all done at a stretch, so this is an abstract that I did. This is again a watercolor. This was a trial, like where I was blending the colors uh, in a watercolored manner and in oil. So this was an experiment that I was trying to do. Just again. This was the layering. In this, I have tried out the layering part of colors, which was not dominant in the other paintings. Here, the cloud comes later. So it was an inverted kind of a painting that I was trying out. Later on this year, this was where my focus goes inwards into my childhood, and since I'm from a coal belt and all, so it was a lot of in-depth thinking. This is ink on paper. I've used pen.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of acrylic, but it's mostly pen that I've used.
Okay.
So the more you delve deep into your mind, there are all kinds of thoughts, and they aren't restricted to just one place. Sometimes it just flows like a river. Maybe not, it's not blue, it's not like the sky, but more of agony. So it depicts the COVID times that we are going through. Here, in this was a very interesting work. I felt really, I felt like doing this. It was a merging of all worlds. So there's this nice red thing and just merging into the black side. I loved doing this work. In this is again, it's a series called the Infinity series. So in this again, it's a ray of light, which is passing through all the genres of life. So the first three depicts Hinduism. I will not delve too much because we don't have too much time. But this is mostly a spiritual kind of a painting where you see this red dot at the bottom, which is the focal point, which is pulling the entire universe towards you. So that's about it. And this, of course, again, a trial with nature. So uh, this was one. I did this recently. So I'm still trying again since I'm working on the Infinity series. So it was gradually going on to, again, a forest kind of a work. This is again a part of it.
Looks nice, Jyoti.
Thank you. So that's the kind of work that I'm doing, and I'm working on sculptures now, which is a surprise, which I will come up with a little, soon. So it's a product that is very close to coal. So I'm working with that. So I'm pretty excited about it, and I really want to show you all that work again very soon. So that's about it. Thank you, Bhavani. It's all yours now.
Bhavani, over to you. Hi, Bhavani. We can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
Can I just say something? We'll take questions at the end once both the speakers have presented. We can then it's a general discussion that we can all have. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, great. So Bhavani, over to you.
Yes, I'm trying to share this. Go to present now. Go to A tab.
Yeah.
No, share is not happening.
You all are so used to Zoom. Google seems pretty new to it.
No, she was able to present. We tried it at 3:45.
You'll be having those options. You just click on the option.
Yeah, just click on the 3 dots and then you will get, no, sorry, not the 3 dots, the present one. Yeah, perfect.
Got it? Is it showing?
Yeah, it's showing.
It's showing?
But it
Yes,
shows the
It's
option.
showing, Bhavani. It's showing. Please carry on.
Okay, I'll just talk. So
Bhavani, one suggestion. Can you just put it on, so that it becomes visible?
it's not visible?
It's visible, but it's just one corner and we can see your entire desktop, all the files. Is there a way to...
No? No?
No, it's still the same. Okay, carry on. It's fine.
Can you see now?
Yeah, we can see it small, just the way it appears. I don't know how you can... Is there a slideshow option? Do you have? No?
Bhavani,
It's a PDF. Just open the PDF. Maybe it will happen. Carry on.
Yeah, this is a PDF.
Okay.
Now you can see
Click on
the
the
full
PDF.
screen.
please click on the PDF, Bhavani.
Yeah, I clicked it.
No, on double click and see what happens. It should start opening. How
No?
did you do it that time? Okay,
No?
just carry on. Just carry on. Let's...
I'll try one last time.
Bhavani, open the PDF and keep it. Don't do it while sharing. Open the PDF and keep it on your this thing on your screen.
Last that time I shared it from this thing Drive.
Okay.
Can you do the same thing then?
When I click on share, it is not opening.
Okay, so should we go back to the discussion with Jyoti and in the meantime?
I think now it is sharing.
Open it.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, it has.
It's showing. Yeah, it's showing.
Okay, okay. So these are the images from my short film, Journey with the River Kaveri. Like as I said, I studied painting. I did my master's in painting, but I was very interested in moving images. So when I was into the site-specific works in the forest, I river. So that was my initial idea, and I traveled from Talakaveri, from the main source of River Kaveri, till Pumpuhar, where it reaches Bay of Bengal. These are some of the stills from the film Kaveri. These are my painting works. Acrylic on canvas. So these are the small installations which I initially started making, in the forest. Like sometimes, most of the time, I used to hang around near the river because I just love being there, just close to the river. Whether it is small or big, I just love the way the river flows. So these are the short installations which I used to do, and somewhere from this I started thinking about traveling along the big river, and which I made. And even like when I go on residencies, again I start connecting with the rivers. This is an installation which I made when I was on residency in Nagpur, in Melghat Tiger Reserve. So there was this river Sipna, and we were a lot of artists, but each one was into different kinds of expression. And I felt it was a very beautiful river, and I made this small kind of it's like a rangoli, or maybe it's like a embroidery design or something like that. So this work was also very new to villagers, and they were like, so everybody wanted to know what was it I was doing. So my explanation is actually most of the time I just like being near the river. So as it is, the river itself was beautiful, and the design what I made there with found stones which was there on the banks. It's more like like you add sequins to your dress, or sometimes as it is you're beautiful and you just do little makeup, and you try to enhance the beauty, something like that I did. This work is almost like 80 to 90 feet long, and it varies from 30 to 40 feet, 50 feet this way. And this is another work which I did in Pondicherry, and the concept was round. I think now it goes well with Corona form. This was done in 2017. I was invited by Tasmai Gallery, and she wanted me to do an interactive work, and I did this in Bharati Park. So the flowers were already there. I mean, every day these yellow flowers used to fall in that season. So I just tried to recreate the same for flowers which was there. I just grouped it into these forms there, and a lot of kids and some people also joined in together, and they made their own expression, and it was really it was a nice day, because that is what we wanted. We wanted people to touch and feel it. Park is not just for sitting. So they were all very happy to be part of the program that day. This is another.
It's very interesting to see. The big 9 feet one you're saying.
Pardon?
That big 9 feet work is very interesting to see.
Okay, thank you.
And there are a lot of prominent yellows in your work, which I see.
Huh. Again, when I was on a residency in Munich, and there was a river Isar, which used to flow inside the city. It's just in between the city it used to flow. So I mean, it was so beautiful. And I mean, we also had a river here like Vrishabhavati, which used to flow inside Bangalore, and all our wells, like the lakes were all interconnected, and everybody we used to use water from there. So that was kind of reminded me of my Bangalore river. And so this is I made a short video there, and I did some painting works there too. And this is a work where it's the concept was about the first flight. So I made a painting of my house, where my house was inside a coffee plantation. So there, like, in 70s, one aeroplane used to pass like maybe once in 2 months, or 3 months. I don't know whether now it passes often, but that time, once in a month, or the moment you hear that sound, I mean, most of the time I couldn't even see the aeroplane. But I used to go run to the coffee drying yard, and I used to just enjoy hearing that sound. And I used to think, okay, I just want to go in aeroplane one day. I wanted to go by plane, and mostly I wanted to go to Germany, because in our history class, our teacher said Germany is called as fatherland, and most of the other countries are called as motherland. So I love my father more than my mother. So I wanted to go to Germany by flight. So that was my dream. So now when I'm packing and traveling everywhere, so I made this video where background I used my painting, a big painting, and I have these images where I'm packing and traveling. I juxtaposed the video on the painting, and I also made some watercolor works on that concept too. Okay, that is it. Now,
Sorry, I think I was on mute.
Yeah, that's nice to see, Bhavani. Very
I'm
nice,
sorry.
both of you.
Thank you.
so I I have to say exit, right?
Yes, you
I have
can
to go
stop
to-
presenting.
Okay. Okay, stop presenting. Okay, fine.
Perfect. So we're gonna go for part 2.
So, okay. So do you have 1 or 2 minutes or over?
No, please continue. Yeah, you have something?
Yeah. So these are the works where now I mean I can't go out much, but most of the time earlier, like, I used to show only my painting in my exhibitions. I've had like quite a lot of solo shows in India and abroad, but now my shows are like, along with painting, either there will be site specific work or installation kind of works along with that, or there is video of like mostly like an artwork, but something connected to the painting, and the painting will be connected to the video. So my works are like more like multi-dimensional works now. And sometimes I like the exercise of blending it into different mediums. So this is it. I enjoy doing it.
Beautiful.
That's very interesting.
And
Actually, I think.
one last thing. Okay, when I worked with River Kaveri, it was mostly a kind of a passionate journey. But later on, I started thinking about water and why. Because when I went in November, there was like too much water. So I was like wondering why people are always fighting for water. And then when I started doing a little bit of research, I came. Then I started. I came to know about virtual water. It's like virtual water is like 1 kg of cotton. To grow 1 kg of cotton, it takes 18 to 20,000 liters of water. 1 liter of soft drink takes 7 liters of water to get produced. So I made another video on that embedded water. I'll share it with Nalini and you can see it. Otherwise, it's there on YouTube channel. You can Google my name. So I sometimes show it in schools and colleges, and I try to bring kind of awareness, because we just buy 1 kg of cotton clothes, like bed sheet or jeans or whatever it is, just like that for 500 rupees or something like that. But it takes so much of water to grow, and this is a concern which I try to share with everybody. Thank you.
That's very interesting. Both of you, I think I like the connect that you have with nature. Both of you have tried to bring in your paintings, your artworks. They seem to be connected to nature and environment on various levels. One is artwork and painting, and then Jyoti, you said you're also planning to do sculptures, which is perhaps linked to the coal mining industry from Jharkhand, which is a huge, huge industry actually. And Bhavani, how she's connecting it with Kaveri and issues related to water and the environment. So we can now open the house, and if anybody else has questions, you want to say something about the two artists, please go ahead. No questions?
Someone was asking about the installation. I could not see who it was because I had the screen.
Okay, so in the chat, yes, okay. Can you see the chat now? The chat, if you open, there is a chat option at the base of your screen. You can open that and you will see all the messages that have come up, right? So Nalini has said beautiful paintings. Thank you to have you. Lovely paintings of the river. Lovely connection, Bhavani. Beautiful conceptual works. So, but any questions? Anybody wants to know more or anything else?
The flowers. Bhavani, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So the flowers which you did an installation.
Yes.
After that, you had also made a film about them.
That same thing, I kind of have like 2 minutes film on that. Both I have, like Sitna River and the yellow flower one, both I have. Sitna River is there on YouTube. This Bharti Park, I will upload it.
So Bhavani, I have a question for you. When you do land art, because it's a temporary installation that you do.
Yes.
So how do you plan it out, and what happens to it later on? Is that something which concerns you? Is there any follow-up to it in terms of also any community-based action?
Nothing much, because usually I do it in Coorg Forest. So sometimes these young children, school children, they hang around with me, and sometimes they help me collect the leaves or stones, and they make their own designs sometimes. So they're there and I'm there and the river is there. That's it. So for me, actually I studied art after my marriage, after studying BCom, and so for me, whether I paint or whether I make video or installation, the first thing is I like doing it, so I do it. And then whatever I find it interesting to share, I share it. So most of the installation, they are not there sometimes even after 1 hour or 2 hours. That's it. They don't last for long. So that is fine because I would have touched it and I would have been there. So that memory and that experience is always there. And sometimes photo documentation I share. And
Right.
sometimes there are a lot of people. Sometimes they stop by, especially when I did a few small installations in Nagrole. They tell, "Oh, we are always wanting to see animals. You know, we get so bored. I mean, we feel our journey is wasted if we don't see animals. But now we feel that there are so many other things to see and enjoy. So,
Right.
like these
Um,
kind of things I get.
yeah. So, Jyoti, for you, what I was thinking is that, I saw the nature, the works that you've done, landscapes, essentially. And then the new body of work, which are more abstracted and a different media also.
Yes.
So how did that shift happen actually? Because, one would have to go through a process of experimentation to arrive at a certain point to deconstruct. So do you want to just talk about that?
Yes, sure. So I was, because of COVID, I was going through a personal, distress kind of a situation. I had to go through a surgery, a arm, shoulder surgery, and there were a few losses in the family. So that, and then, so all these things had me thinking, a lot of introspection. And I was sitting in a place called Bhuj in Kutch. So I was traveling there. I stayed there for around 5.5 months. Got my surgery done there itself. So I had lots of time, and then we were traveling a lot in Bhuj. So somehow that feeling of alienation from your own place. Now I've settled down in Bangalore, but that alienation, of being, never being in a place, forever. Like I've stayed in a place for say 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So I've been always on the move. So that was the time when I was like just thinking about belonging, a sense of belonging. So it took me back to my childhood days, and when I used to see, I've stayed all over like Jharkhand. I was born and brought up in Jamshedpur, then Ranchi, Ramgarh, and the Koliri belt. I've been to Dhanbad and all these places. So we used to see these poor people, they would carry 2 sacks of coal, and that would last them a month or maybe 2 months. They would steal that coal, and that was their mode of survival. So it was pathetic actually, and police would catch hold of them, and they would be behind bars, and then the whole tribal thing. I have seen, as a child, I have seen how this whole how Jharkhand came about. It was just Bihar, the erstwhile Bihar state. So how they fought, the tribals, they have literally fought for their land. They stood by it. They have fought every installation possible. My father was in the army, but he joined Tatas. So they fought the Tatas. Even Tatas, such a big company, they were not ready to, come to a negotiation ground where they could be accommodated because there was no policy as such. So we have seen how they grew up. They didn't have schools, and then how they gradually started taking over. And now when we go back, to Jharkhand and all, it is such a happy sight to see, people sitting on the same table.
So
When you
how
see
is
all
that
these,
reflecting in your work, what you've described and what you've said? Where do you feel it's being reflected?
it's a mingling of the society. When I said that I like this work, there's a one of the works where you see the red and the black thing just merging into it. It's like a merging of the two societies. When we talk of US and all, where societies are merging, the blacks and the whites, something like that happening at a very micro level, but much necessary now. So if we as artists do not think about, becoming the bigger people and, bringing out these things, I don't know who else would be talking about these stuff. So it's a very good change that, the Adivasis or the scheduled tribes, they are, merging into the regular society. So that I've just begun this series. and I intend to, continue working on this.
Yeah.
Like I said, I will be working on sculptures too, which I will showcase very soon. So
Nice. Okay, thank you. So does anybody else have any questions? No? I can hear somebody, but I don't know if they're asking. No? No questions?
My question is to Miss Bhavani. When you
Yeah.
make the land art, one is that you're naturally very drawn to nature and you've been there and you stay there. So there is a natural affiliation. But what's the thought process behind creating, for instance, that thing that you created in the river or wherever you are? What comes to your mind that you plan or design or create that you really create?
Hi, Sapna. Usually, I don't have any idea like when I go to the place because I don't live there. So, but I go there often. I know the place, but I won't know what will be there for me. So I just hang around. Sometimes 3 days, 4 days. I just keep trekking the mountain, and I'm just there. So then slowly I come up with what I want to do with whatever material is available there. I decide on that. But residencies, what happens is like you have a pressure, like in a week you have to finish something. So there, out of pressure, you start working. But when I go to Coorg, I don't have any pressure because I have a place to stay there. So, and most of the time I just like being there because I'm so used to staying there and growing up. So I never have any preoccupied ideas. So the weather and the place decides what it is going to offer. So what it offers, I take it. But usually I don't pluck leaves or nothing like that. Some of the in some images they were like seeds, but those are all that was one champak tree had fallen because of the wind, so I just use those seeds. So sometimes whatever is fallen I take and use it.
Thank you.
Do we have any more questions?
Yeah, hi.
Yes. Okay.
This is Rosie. And it was a amazing session, knowing both the artists and seeing their works, and both were amazing. My question is to Bhavani ji.
Yeah.
So, doing the land art, what motivates you? And like doing art on canvas or paper, we display it, and artists sell it. But what is the prospect of land art?
As I said before, for me, whether I'm painting or whether I'm doing land art or video art, it gives me some kind of satisfaction, or it's just different mediums to express myself. And of course, painting you can sell. So I don't know. It's not that I sell well or I make a lot of money out of painting, but we still paint whether somebody buys it or no. And I don't do much commission work. If it is something related to my work, then I do commission work. Otherwise, I don't do commission work. So most of the time, I paint what I want, and if somebody is interested, they buy. Otherwise, my works are with me. So same goes with land art. Here I'm just using the canvas, and there I'm using the land as a canvas.
Okay.
And video art is again, it's the screen, it's digital, something like that. Photography and video is digital.
Okay. So that is the way you display your expression or creativity to the people.
Yes.
And
yes.
there is no selling or all those things happens, but just the expression and creativity you display.
Yes.
Okay. This is quite new to me, so that's thought I asked. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I think it was
Like,
Babita. Oh,
Babita, you wanted to ask
yeah.
something? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Nalini. Babita here. I have an aside question for Bhavani because what you're doing is it's really touched me and connected with me because even I am very very close to the environment. So just an aside question for you because you feel so strongly about the rivers and so on. Have you been involved in conservation activities as well? And whether you have combined your art with some conservation projects?
Conservation as such, I mean, what I do is I try to create awareness. Like I have done a short video on virtual water, embedded water. So I'm talking about how much water each product takes. Like for example, I actually stopped buying a lot of things, I think from 2013. I didn't know. I love clothes, so I have a lot of clothes, like 2 wardrobe full of clothes. But some of them don't fit me now. But I really, if it is necessary, I buy. Otherwise, I just don't buy anything because we are buying, they are producing. Because we want, we want this design, that, and things like that. They are producing. So if we don't buy, they don't produce. If nobody drinks soft drink, then I think that production itself will come down. Pepsi company or whatever. Even in Biddi, they took water from Biddi Lake, the company, Pepsi company, and the whole lake went dry. Now government is pumping money to, put water back, give water to the residents. But instead of that, if they're not given, let the company use the water, the village people would have had the lake water. So those kind of awareness, I bring it on. But physical activity, when there is some talks and things like that, I do get involved.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. That's really
That's very interesting actually because
Very
the fashion industry is one of the most wasteful when it comes to consumption of water and recycling products and all of that. So yes, sustainable fashion is now the buzzword and perhaps there's a good reason for it. So great. So do we have any more questions? Perhaps one last if anybody has. Otherwise, we will wind up the session now. No, I think that's it. Right.
And one small thing what Shweta was also asking. Sometimes art is also like movies. Like there are commercial movies and there are like art movies, and sometimes there is bridge. So art movies, sometimes it doesn't even come to the theater. They don't make any money. Sometimes artists are also not paid. So you choose what kind of work you want to do. Same like that.
Okay.
Like
okay.
music.
Yeah, it was really amazing session. Thank you so much, all.
Thank you.
I think Suchitra wanted to ask something in the beginning. Suchitra, are you there?
Hi, girls. Yes, I'm there, and I was listening to all of you. And when Bhavani, you were talking of water, it suddenly started raining here. So but it should rain and water should be plentiful in Kaveri, so everybody is happy.
It is full now. Actually, Kaveri is overflowing. Yeah, all the dams are overflowing.
Right.
Yeah. And you have a beautiful garden. You should all invite us for tea there sometime.
That's what I thought, that I just wanted to enjoy all the artists in this atmosphere.
Very beautiful garden. Very beautiful.
Thank you. And so I see 2 Jyotis here. First, I want to congratulate the Jyoti who made the poster. And it's like all your posters, Nalini, they are going to be like keepsakes, I think.
Thank you.
Beautiful, and with that little suspense in it, ki parda utne wala hai. I really liked this little interaction. Got to know both of you, and Jyoti, who did the coal paintings. You know, when I saw that the trees and then that red coming up, I don't know. I thought, oh, that the forest is ablaze. That's what was coming into my mind. That it's like a kind of a forest fire, but it's not negative. It's like the forest is enriched, and it's because that it was such a soft kind of
Thank you.
blending of that. And then my mind was that how would she? The coal has its own,
Beauty.
you know, it wants to. It's such a strong thing. I don't know how you made that so dilute and
Hi, thank you so much.
very beautiful, very soothing, both those pictures. I wish I could see them because here everything chota. So
Please,
I was
you're most welcome to
so
come home, you know. Like,
yeah,
in
but
fact, we should
Nalini,
all
you have
meet up.
excited the curiosity in everyone, and now we're really waiting to see these works face to face. Really, thank you so much, girls. It's been amazing listening to you, getting to know you, and the story behind the painting.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much.
joining, Suchitra.
Thank you
So
so much,
grateful to
Suchitra.
you for taking time out for this.
No,
I
I
think
love
Babita has raised her hand. Do you have something to say, Babita?
Yeah, just one thing, like what Suchitra also said, like we couldn't see the works very well because of the small screen. So can you, can both the artists share their website or Insta or whatever so that we can go and admire the works after the session?
Sure.
It would be great.
Can I just put it in the chat so you can visit the Instagram page? Okay, I'll just put it there so you can.
Yeah, you could do that.
Also your personal story would be helpful and inspiring for all of us. I mean, in art field.
Pardon me, I didn't get that.
I think she wants to know about your stories also, so it would be inspiring for everyone.
Yes, art journey. Yes.
So both of you have posted your Instagram links, and people are most welcome to visit and have a look. If you want, you can also share the websites, and we can post it on the group as well. I think both of you are on the group. You can please go ahead and post. I think it makes so much more sense that, you know, when we are having these conversations, and we can keep, since there is already some interest around what we are discussing, we should utilize that and immediately post the website link so that, you know, everybody after the session can go and check out more works. That's one of the ways that we can promote all our members. And because I know there has been some conversation around that we don't allow people to post on a daily basis, but this is not something which I have decided. It's based on what members have also requested. They find that, you know, that this group is more useful in terms of exchanging information rather than just sharing the artworks on a daily basis, because there's several other groups which cater to that kind of requirement. So great. Perhaps should we wind up then? Jyoti, you have some last words, please?
Jyoti
Yeah,
wants
thank you so much, Bhavani and Jyoti and
Thank
Nalini, and especially Suchitra. It's nice to see your garden behind you.
We should have an
So,
art workshop here.
yeah, it looks
With the
wonderful.
conditioning, everything behind, including the sculptures.
Sure. I would like to thank both Nalini and Jyoti for this opportunity. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you.
Thank
And
you,
so Jyoti
Nalini.
and
And
Bhavani,
Suchitra, of course. Thank you, Suchitra.
please do post your links on the group too,
We'll do that.
so that
Yeah.
people can follow up and
Sure.
understand your journey. And thank you
Sure.
so much for coming over.
Thanks.
Thanks everybody for joining
Thank
in.
you.
Looking
Jyoti.
forward
Thank
to
you for
next
joining.
time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you to all the participants and everybody who took time out today to join us. And we will see you next time, the two other speakers, right, Jyoti? Hopefully in another
Yeah,
2
sure.
weeks on a Monday.
Yes.
Same time,
Yes.
we'll see you then. Thank you. Have a lovely
Thank
evening,
you.
all of you. Bye.